this is the #1 most important part of your workout and you didn't know it. It's your warm up. When we're warming up on these bikes, you've got to give it at least 10 minutes and you've got to be in a dead sweat, and not a lazy bike either. You got to get that fan moving. I've done workouts where they're the most intense workout, but a very small warm up, and an average workout with a great adequate warm up, you're less likely to injure yourself. And when we measure our calories burnt and our type of fat burnt, people burn more calories and more fat calories when they warm up for at least 10 minutes. That's why we require it here at Push. You guys have to warm up, and I'm not gonna let you just sit on that bike and be lazy. You gotta get that thing moving. You gotta put some effort into your warm-ups. Okay, with the first exercise, you guys, box squats. We're gonna work up to being pretty heavy, but with the first few reps, with the first few rounds, we wanna make sure that your strength and form is looking good enough to where we can start building up the weight. So the trick is grab the bar. You know, those of you that train with me in person, I'm gonna show you exactly where to grab, but once you grab that bar, don't move your hands. Grab that bar tight, tuck your arms under, get it loaded up real tight, and then once that back end bar is loaded, you step back, come all the way back carefully until both heels hit that box. Once both heels hit that box, make sure you're upright at all times. So you're gonna squat down until your butt taps the box. Not sitting on the box, just tapping the box. Make sure you tap and then back up. Remember, this first round, second round, third round, it's not gonna be too heavy to where you need a spotter or you need a partner. A box squat is, the reason the box is there is so that you're safe and you can do it on your own. Super important, when you're done box squatting with the reps that you're gonna do, when you're done, make sure you've got your hands, don't move them yet. You gotta get a good stance, lean forward, and you rack it into the rack audibly. It should be definitely on that rack and then down. Most people wanna set it down gentle. You don't wanna bounce it. You wanna lean forward until you make direct contact with the bar and the rack. Make sure it's in the right place and then down. Nobody in the gym should be worried about whether or not you're gonna put it on the tip of these cups on the squat rack and it's gonna fall onto you or someone else and it's really gonna hurt. So it's important to make sure you rack it all the way, and that's just a small, easy tip. Once you do it a couple times, you've got the hang of it. Okay, for our second exercise, you guys, we have dumbbell, flat, bench press, right? Bench press, that's great with a bar, but if I wanna work a little bit more muscle, we go a little bit lighter, especially with this first and second and third round, because we're gonna work our way up to going heavier. But with the first, second, and third round, and we're trying to jumpstart your results, we wanna use dumbbells, because I wanna get those small stabilizer muscles going, especially those shoulders. Like, it's summer, you wanna be looking good, and we want that now, we want it quick, so we gotta use dumbbells. So make sure you got a good grip, put that dumbbell on your leg, put that other dumbbell on your leg, and then you sit down. So now you've got both dumbbells on your knees, upright, both dumbbells on your knees. We're gonna kick one back to the shoulder, helping it with the knee, to the shoulder, under control at all times. The weight should never be so heavy that you can't control it, especially when you don't have a partner and a spotter. So the other dumbbell, you'll go back with that second dumbbell, flat, under control, feet stanced, right? You wanna have a good stable, feet are always on the ground, good stable foundation, so that when you're pressing straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. There should be very little rest at the top and the bottom. Let's get this set done. Let's get it done under control. You see that what you want to do, the same way you came down with one hand and one knee, helping yourself with the knee, you're going to come up that way. Second one, the same way you went down, you come back up. That's important, especially when you're under control and we're trying to do it light and right. That's a good way to start. Now, if it's too heavy or you're maxing out or you're really pushing yourself on that 5th, 6th, 7th set, if you have a spotter, they can help you up. Or another option is to safely drop them right by your sides, not away, because they will bounce and roll because they're not round. So if you hit it on the corner, it's gonna roll a little bit, but safely drop them down. We've got rubber plates for that reason. We've got rubber mats for that reason. We're here to lift heavy weight because we don't want to wait to lose weight. We want to get it done quick, but we're gonna use heavy weight. Under control is preferred, but if you have to, you can dump them right there. Make sure the floor is clear, no one's feet. Okay, this second exercise is huge. This one's great because you're in a full push-up position. You're on a slippery surface with a towel, toes in the middle, so that once you roll your toes over, your toes are still in the middle. The point of your toe is in the middle. You see it in the video how I'm demonstrating it. The point of your toe is in the middle, full push-up position, maybe a little bit wider, so you got a good stance, but you're gonna come both knees in, curl up like a roly-poly. It's like a double mountain climber, right? Both knees in, both knees out, fully extended. So like you're a full ready push-up position. In and out, in and out. You know, we don't have to add a push-up right now. We're just focusing on the abs. This is for those lower abs. This one's killer. And doing this, the amount of sets that we're gonna do it today, is really gonna get those abs going. It's really gonna get those lower abs going, and that's just what we want. And secretly, you're still working the arms and the upper abs because you're in a very stanced position. With cardio, that's the number one thing you don't do in a gym, is that in between weight sets, you wanna increase the heart rate again. There's a lot of people on their phones, not here. We want results and we want them quick. So in between arms, legs, abs, we wanna get the heart rate up real quick. We wanna get the heart rate up before we get back to maybe our second set or the last few exercises. So running 5 laps, just remember, there and back here in Clovis, there and back is 1 lap. Just gonna do 5, should be enough to get the heart rate up. I mean, a lot of us have heart rate sensors on, so we'll know it, but you wanna get the heart rate up so that during the next exercise, your blood's really flowing, and it makes it harder on those muscles actually. It gives your next exercise a better workout, because when you go to stimulate a muscle and the heart rate is going, it's even harder for that muscle. Okay, the very last one, you guys know the dumbbell Russian twist. This one's very self-explanatory. Get your feet under one of the sleds here in Clovis if you're training with me, here under the sled, get those toes locked in under the sled. And what you're gonna do is have these dumbbells. I prefer 15s. A lot of my clients will use 10s, maybe even the red 6-pound dumbbells that we have. The number one trick that I've tested and tried, and it's best this way, is if the dumbbells are touching together, 2 individual weights, not a ball, 2 individual weights, and you squeeze them together. So there's a little bit of chest and core involved to just keep them under control. So keep them together. And the trick of this exercise is the weight's not what works your abs. The twisting is not what works your abs. It's all of the above when you're leaning back. So it's super crucial that you're not sitting up and twisting. That doesn't work the abs the way we want it to. You want amazing abs this summer. This is how you're gonna do it. You wanna have those legs locked in for this reason. You got the dumbbells together, they never separate. We're gonna do about 20 reps. You're gonna lean back, tap the ground, and looking over that shoulder, because we want these upper abs, even the side abs to work. So we want the whole torso to twist. So you look over that shoulder, tap, tap, tap. All the while, remember, it only works. The more you lean back, the more it works. You want abs now, lean back, you guys, lean back.